What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol NVDA for NVIDIA Corp. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. You can see our chart is already marked up. We've talked about it on the channel. I watch it closely intraday. The whole 9 yards, you get the gist. For now, what we want to talk about in NVIDIA is the fact that we've seen an expansive move from the lows here, essentially a big double bottom, right? If you look at it like this, and we're sort of at the neckline, right? So that's one way to look at the pattern. The other way would simply to say, okay, is this going to start to turn into a bit of a daily bull flag off the lows here, but above, this is the critical piece here, above the resistance trend line, right? We've broken that on the Monday session, and on today's session, certainly a little bit more aggressive of a pullback, but we're still above it, right? It's not like we've had technically yet a fake break and we're immediately back down underneath. So that's really what to watch out for here on NVIDIA's daily chart. The other thing to point out, of course, is where we're resisting, where the neckline is a historic area of importance, right? If we look at this in the past, resistance, when we broke it and we're above, support, sort of interactions here, support, resistance, you get the gist. If we can clear this 308, let's just call it a zone, right? Let's give it a little bit of breathing room in NVIDIA, 308 up to 310. If we can resolve that higher, we know there's more meat on the bone up to about 330, 350, back up towards these all-time highs. And again, that could come from some sort of daily bull flag that starts forming something like this, okay? So what we're going to do from the 30-minute time frame is come in with the fibs from the low of the move all the way on up to the high, essentially here, and just see where that 38.2 is. So it's currently sitting around 297 quarter. We're going to go ahead and throw that on with a regular price level, and then we'll adjust based on structure, right? So that's where the 38.2 is, just in terms of Fibonacci's. Healthy consolidation can happen here. Breakouts occur up and over that 308, 310-ish zone that we just discussed, right? But based on structure, I would even start to argue that there's even a little bit more wiggle room inside of NVIDIA, right? If we do something like this, we don't want to, and again, you could even just start to call this more of a zone instead of getting so nitpicky. But if I do something like that, you can clearly see, if I could get this to deactivate, there we go, that we have highs, we have support, and then we have support again, really producing that expansive breakout from the Monday session at 295.76. So call it a zone, call it 295.50 up to 297.50 like we just discussed. As long as we're above this level on any subsequent pullbacks for something like this, we're getting bull flag consolidation from this small 30-minute time frame. We're also starting to build more of a pressure cooker top up against that 308 to 310 zone. So if that gives, that's going to lead to the bullish breakout. If this does start to, go back lower underneath that zone we just discussed here, the 295 to 297-ish area, we'll just use $2 increments for now. We're back below the resistance trend line, more bearish indication, right? We can start to look at this as a fake break back underneath. We would expect a rotation back down towards the lows around 271.40. From there, monitor for does the gap fill, and then we know we're getting more bearish inside of NVIDIA if that area fills and we do not bounce out of it. We know there's a lot of room to run to the downside, essentially down to about 250. Now, based on the daily time frame chart, 250 is not a likely target into what I would say the upcoming future, so the next couple of days, based on what we're seeing here. To me, I would sort of opt to for this scenario here, unless there's a dramatic catalyst that comes out. Obviously, that's going to throw a wrench in things, but based on the technicals, I think that this is a likely scenario, or at least not getting to about 250. So those are my thoughts inside of NVIDIA. If you enjoyed the analysis today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.